Is social work a profession in Nigeria or volunteerism?
People don't have an idea that social workers exist. People don't have the idea that there are people that exist to help them when they are facing a certain challenges, that there are people that exist when they're facing these challenges, they can go up to them, they are going to help them navigate, find the cause of their problem, and connect them to the resources that will help them pass that to overcome that challenge, and also on the long run, so we create a long-term solution to the problem.
Hi, I'm Tife, and this is Conversations with Tife, where we have real conversations with different perspectives about life and society. We're in the Social Work Month, and I felt this was the right topic to be discussed. Is social work a profession in Nigeria or volunteerism? Today, I am joined by two guests who we're going to talk about this theme together. I'll let them introduce themselves.
Hello everyone, my name is Tobi and I'm here with Tife today.
Thank you, Toby.
Hi everyone, my name is Esther. Thank you for having me on Conversation with Tife.
Thank you for coming. I am going to just throw in the question. Toby, is social work in Nigeria, the Nigeria of today, do you think it's a profession or volunteerism?
Well, social work is a profession, a legal profession, and a trained profession. Just like any other profession in the sciences or social sciences as well, like medicine, law, public admin, economics, and the rest. It's a trained profession.
Okay.
But at the same time, volunteerism is a core aspect of social work itself. Social work has existed before it even got the title of social work here in Nigeria.
Okay.
We have to get that fact straight.
Okay.
We already had it before colonizing came.
Okay.
It existed in the pre-colonial era
Okay.
and after colonialism.
Okay, but in Nigeria.
In Nigeria, it's a profession
Okay.
because a bill has been passed that mandates that only trade professionals should become social workers. So yes, it is a profession.
But why is it that we don't see more of social workers out there? And the ones that are there, the ones they just finish school, they just travel out of the country. What is happening? What is the idea around that action that makes people just want to study social work and go? And even people that are here, they're like, what, which one is social work again? What are people even saying?
The reason why that is happening is because of the fact that we don't have a support, a backbone behind us to say, okay, we have social workers that are here to help society as a whole.
What do you mean backbone? From who?
From the government itself.
Okay.
Just like any other profession itself that has its own body, social work has its own body, NASO,
Okay.
which is National Association for Social Workers.
Okay.
A bill was passed recently as of 2022 that mandates, like I said, that all social workers will be trained personnel. But the issue that we are having in Nigeria is the fact that there is no further support. After the bill was passed, I can tell you for a fact about 2 or 3 years after, nothing has been done, no support, no push by those above to say, yes, we also have our own social engineers that will come into society and help people. Okay. Now, you also said something about why would they rather go out of the country?
Yeah.
The Japa syndrome. The reason why is very simple. There are much more benefits and privileges to being a social worker in a Western society than in Nigeria, which is our home.
Okay, thank you. Esther,
Okay.
what do you think? The fact that people do not take social work as a profession in Nigeria, or the fact that some people do not have any idea of what this profession is all about?
Okay. Social work is a profession.
Okay.
Voluntary work is not social work. Although voluntary work is also an aspect, like a part of social work practice.
Okay.
Now, social work is a profession that should be carried out. It follows certain guidelines and principles that back up the practice.
So that's why it's social work.
Yes. There are rules and regulations that back up a social worker. That is, if you come out today and say, I'm a social worker, there are certain regulations you must follow. Like I said, social work has a body. So there are rules and regulations you are mandated to follow to prove that, yes, you are carrying out your duty as a social worker.
But why is it not taken seriously in Nigeria?
Now, there are a lot of factors that contribute to the fact that social work is not really taken seriously. Now, let's say one, for instance, lack of awareness. Now, when someone asks me, what are you studying? And I say, I'm studying social work, they'll be like, what's that?
Why is that?
That what social work?
Why is that?
People don't know what the course is. People don't have an idea that social workers exist. People don't have the idea that there are people that exist to help them when they are facing a certain challenges, that there are people that exist when they're facing these challenges, they can go up to them, they are going to help them navigate, find the cause of their problem, and connect them to the resources that will help them pass that to overcome that challenge, and also on the long run, so we create a long-term solution to the problem.
So are you saying that lack of awareness
Yes,
is what is causing social work to be behind?
it's a contributing factor. If the necessary bodies, the top authorities, have done their part, and their part, which I mean is providing the necessary requirement to carry out the profession, to like financial requirement. Now, because to carry out this the duty of a social worker, now, you, whether we like it or not, we can't deny the fact that money is needed to carry out the job properly.
Thank you. Tobi, you said something about the Japa syndrome. So are we going to support Esther in saying that because of the money, that is why people are just, they graduate and they go over there?
I'm in agreement with her. Money is part of the factors, both personally and to the profession itself. Let's look at this scenario. Medical social worker myself.
Okay.
And I, did a bit of research about the privileges, the benefits, the payments, and everything I'm going to get as a medical social worker here in Nigeria. And I scoffed at it. It was, how do I put it? It seemed to degrade the essence of my profession. It
Wow.
seemed to degrade my effort. And when I did a bit of research again about the Western society, and if you see how they value the social workers, the pay of an average medical social worker in the US is about $100,000 annually. They have infrastructure set in place to help the social workers. In certain scenarios there in Nigeria, I'm not going to give my scenarios, but just an example. Probably you have a case to go and render, or an help to go and render, probably in the East. I can tell you for a fact that 70% of the finances are going to be spent is from your own personal pockets. Okay, there might be a bit of, how to put it, is the reimbursement later at the end of the day. But I can tell you for a fact that you are the one spending more of your own finances to put it in place.
Are you saying that the higher body are not taking it seriously?
Yes. I am saying that. The same way we have allowances for this, allowances for that, budget for this, budget for that, there should be a budget. You can't just pass a bill without anything being done afterwards. What are the infrastructures needed? And the infrastructures we're talking about, they don't just apart of thin air. We need finances to put them in place.
I mean, money is the goal, yeah?
You get? Okay, now let's say one of them that help to probably street children. I'm aware that the government have buildings, they have, how do I put it, they have rehabilitative home and correctional facilities whereby they can facilitate them. But I can tell you for a fact that if social workers do their duty fully, these infrastructures that the government have done and left, I can tell you that it can't accommodate 10%, or let's just say 20%.
Another thing is that these accommodations are limited. They are not even in every state in Nigeria. Now, when we say in Nigeria as a whole, how many states actually has correctional centers? How many states actually have old people home facility? How many states in Nigeria has rehabilitation center, right? That's when we are talking about dealing with people that have been like drug takers and stuff like that. So how many has these facilities, right, to accommodate these people and also to help them through the healing process and before they go back into the society? Because one thing social workers do in this home is they reintegrate these people into the society. They help them get better, and not just get better, they make them be able to go back into the society, and they still continue to help them in the society till they are able to finally find their footing, their feet.
I think we've been able to understand that we need the help of the government. As social workers, we need them to come in. We need them to see that we are dealing with people here.
Yeah.
This is serious matter. As there's a, like Tobi said, as there's a budget for this, there's a budget for that, there should also be budget for the people.
Yes.
Through social work, the social workers, and social workers should also be respected, so that way we don't have the jackpot whatever.
Yeah.
At least you know that, okay, once I'm done, there is a stable job here.
Another thing I want to chip in is that social work is not something that is just in only one facility, like one organization. Like in Nigeria now, we focus more on the family social work. I want to believe the government should find a way to work and ensure that social workers are pushed into every factors in education, in healthcare system, in juvenile, in forensic, in every aspect
place
of
of
the
work.
yes, in organization. I believe even organizations need social workers because people are there. Social workers deal with people, and like I used to say, as long as people exist, right, social workers are necessity. So they deal with people. They continually deal with people welfare. So there should be policies that make them fit into all of these organizations.
And because social workers help people to function well,
Yes.
this is why we all need them in society. Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
And to back up more to what she said, if the government does what is needed regarding the part of finances and all, I can tell you for a fact, the stress or the burden of finances won't be placed on the government alone. Because then we're going to have philanthropists. We are the people that say, okay, yes, we have a body, we have a profession that is set to doing the right thing, that is set to helping the people of this nation. And I'll be like, okay, rather than probably, okay, let me just do it myself, I'll say that I support this profession. I like what they're doing.
Social work.
So rather than giving the help to an individual and say, you take this money, go and help out. You say, no, we are a trained profession here that is out doing the needful. We say, okay, I like this. I like what they're doing. I'm going to donate so and so amount to this profession.
And also, the government can work with certain body to build facilities that will enhance the whole process of promoting their welfare and well-being, people's welfare and well-being. Certain facilities can, because I want to believe this is one of the reasons why people think social work is voluntary work. That's because people that are engaged in voluntary act have sponsors, they have support, which is what we need the government to do and put in place so that social work can be easy and people can have access to us social workers and also awareness as well.
Thank you, Esther. Thank you, Tobi. To everyone out there, social work is a practice-based profession, and social workers need help from the government. These are the Conversations with Tife, and I'll see you in the next episode.